Hey guys, how's it going? This is Daniel, the Landmiler, and today we're going to be talking about the best credit card offers of September 2021 and a quick fire of some credit card offers that you don't want to miss out on. For those that are new to the channel, I talk about credit cards, how to fly the world in first and business class, so if that's something that's interesting to you, definitely consider subscribing to the channel and turning on that notification bell. This year has been a great year for Aeroplan, and although things are starting to calm down with the end of their all-time high offers, it's still not too late if you want to pick up a bunch of Aeroplan bonus points. Let's first take a look at some of these credit card offers and why you want to apply to them as soon as possible. I've covered most of the fall credit card offers from American Express in a previous video, but for those who haven't tuned into that, American Express is still offering a bonus of 90,000 points for both their personal and business Aeroplan Reserve cards if you meet the minimum spend requirements. On the personal Aeroplan Reserve, you're looking at spending $1,000 per month each month for the first 12 months, and on the business reserve, you're looking at spending $2,000. As long as you're fulfilling these requirements, you should also be hitting the 3-month minimum spend requirements on the personal Aeroplan Reserve, which is $3,000, and the business reserve at $5,000. However, there might be a reason why you might want to be hitting these 3-month thresholds a little bit faster. Air Canada had recently announced that soon they'll no longer be offering Aeroplan points in exchange for the Buddy Pass. Currently, you can turn in that Buddy Pass for an additional 30,000 bonus Aeroplan points, meaning that the 90,000 offer from the American Express Aeroplan Reserve is actually closer to 120,000. This exchange offer is only available up until November 30th of this year, so if you still have a Buddy Pass, make sure you do turn that in when you still have the chance. The same situation applies for the CIBC Aeroplan Visa Infinite and the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite cards. Both of them do currently have a bonus that includes both a Buddy Pass and 20,000 to 25,000 bonus Aeroplan points. In terms of the Buddy Pass, however, there are a ton of data points that suggest that when you do meet the minimum spend requirement on the TD card, it does take several months before the Buddy Pass is actually posted into your Air Canada account. On the other hand, CIBC has been much more on the ball, with their Buddy Pass posting almost immediately after you meet the $1,000 minimum spend requirement on the Visa Infinite. So, if you're choosing between the CIBC and TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite cards for that Buddy Pass to exchange for 30,000 points, chances are I probably would be picking the CIBC card just because of how fast the Buddy Pass is posting when you meet their bonus. If you're thinking about picking up both these cards, then you might want to reconsider because Air Canada only offers one Buddy Pass per card tier. All of their Aeroplan cards in their portfolio are split up into 3 different tiers. You have the core tier, premium tier, and the business tier. Since both the CIBC and TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite cards are part of Air Canada's core credit card tier, you will only be getting the Buddy Pass when you meet that first minimum spend. The other card, once you meet that spend, won't give you a second Buddy Pass. If you're looking at maximizing the amount of miles that you can get, I probably would go for both the American Express Aeroplan Reserve card and the CIBC Aeroplan Visa Infinite card, just because you will be getting 2 Buddy Passes plus their high sign-up bonuses. The reason why you'll get 2 Buddy Passes is because the CIBC Aeroplan Visa Infinite is part of the core tier and the Amex Aeroplan Reserve is part of the premium tier. I would only recommend this if you have the spending to do so. If you still need to take several months before hitting the Amex Aeroplan Reserve's $3,000 minimum spend requirement, then chances are your Buddy Pass might not post in time for you to exchange for those Aeroplan points. The November 30th date is a hard date, so regardless of whether or not you finish your minimum spend requirements, regardless of any of those different circumstances, if the Buddy Pass is not in your Air Canada account before that date and you haven't called in to exchange that Buddy Pass for miles, then chances are you won't be able to. Alternatively, you can still use your Buddy Pass as its intended purpose, which is essentially a buy one get one when you purchase your first plane fare in cash. Though the destinations are limited to North America, you are still going to be able to save several $100s if you are traveling with a companion. Moving away from Aeroplan, another easy pickup would be the RBC Avion Visa Infinite and RBC Avion Visa Platinum cards. Coming in with an annual fee of $120, the RBC Avion cards are offering 35,000 Avion points just for picking up the card, regardless of which card you qualify for. Whether you're doing things like topping up your Asia Miles balance or transferring them over to British Airways Avios during a bonus promotion, or if you want to take it a little bit easier and transferring those points in exchange for a gift card, there are plenty of ways that RBC Avion can bring value just from applying for this card. On top of that, with RBC's newest partnership with DoorDash, you can receive Dash Pass absolutely free and also be eligible for several 50% off coupons when you order off of DoorDash. This offer ends on November 15th, so definitely keep this card on the back burner if you're currently prioritizing cards with higher minimum spend requirements. Moving over to TD Canada Trust, the TD First Class Travel Visa Infinite card is currently offering 100,000 points with the first year free waiver. From a value perspective, when we're using 100,000 TD points and we're booking on Expedia for TD, you can expect a value of 0.5 cents per point, so $500. If you're booking travel on your own on this card, then it'll be a little closer to 0.4 cents per point or $400. Seeing that the minimum spend requirement is a mere $1,000 in the first 3 months, you can pretty much consider this card somewhere close to 40 or 50% back on your spending. For me, I usually tend to stay away from the Expedia for TD portal just because when you compare their prices to prices on things like Google or Hotels.com, it generally seems to be an inflated price. Even though you're getting 0.5 cents per point as opposed to 0.4, if the Hotels.com website or whichever flight website is 30 to 35% cheaper, then it doesn't make sense using that redemption. Personally, I would use the TD points to offset things like some fees and taxes. If I'm redeeming on other things like Aeroplan, when there are fees and taxes that are being incurred, I would use those points to pretty much offset those charges. Next, let's take a look at some interesting offers that you might just have lying around on some of your credit cards. For those who are still holding on to the American Express Personal Platinum Card, Amex is offering a $175 dining credit for select restaurants around Canada. I'll have a link in the description below, linking you to all of the restaurants that currently are having this offer. And if you haven't done so already, definitely make sure to log on to your Amex account and activate that offer. The list of restaurants is somewhat limited and it does tend towards the fancier side, so although $175 seems like a whole lot, this might just be enough for an upscale dinner for two. Or, well, in my case, just enough for one. The Amex Cobalt card also has a $10 statement credit when you spend $50 or more on the following food delivery services: Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, and Ritual. A quick tip, if you're using Uber Eats, is to try to do so through the Aeroplan eStore. You'll be able to pick up an additional 2 points per dollar on your purchase, or if you're holding Aeroplan Elite status, you'll be picking up an additional 4 points per dollar. This is on top of the 5 potential points you'll be getting from the Amex Cobalt Eats and Drinks multiplier, so you'll be getting 9 points per dollar and essentially a 20% off if you're factoring in that $10 statement credit. Last but not least, we've gotten a bunch of these tap to pay credits on some American Express credit cards. The credits being offered by Amex kind of vary depending on which card you have and which offer you're being targeted for. The trend seems that luxury cards like the American Express Aeroplan Reserve card is getting a $5 statement credit each time they tap or use Apple or Samsung Pay over $20. You can do this up to 5 times, meaning a total savings of $25. On mid-tier cards like the American Express Cobalt or the normal Aeroplan cards, we're seeing a little bit of a different offer. You can save $2 if you do a tap on purchases of $5 or more, up to 10 times, or a savings of $20. It's not a huge amount, but it's free money as long as you've activated those offers, and be sure to do it quick because these offers are expiring at the end of October. I really love how American Express really is trying to keep their card member base happy, whether it's from things like their all-time high sign-up bonuses to small little things like these tap-to-pay offers. And as someone who's trying to optimize every dollar that I spend, seeing a $2 credit come back for every bubble tea I buy, for example, is sure to put a smile on my face. That's all for today, but make sure you stay tuned as I'll be continuing to push out the latest news and offers that you won't want to miss out on. As always, if you're enjoying the content and would like to support the channel, definitely give this video a quick thumbs up. It really does help the algorithm, and subscribing to the channel for even more travel hacking content. And if you have any questions about some of the offers that we did talk about today, please leave it in the comment section below and I'll try to reply to them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.